Alright farmers, welcome back to part 2. Right, so we're going to kick off with 2 Fact Sheet Fridays we've had from the Agri new mod DLC that's going to be coming up very shortly. So today we've got the FX Seed Treater. So it's going to be a conveyor belt, 37 grand to buy. It's got 33 horsepower engine. So you're going to run at 3 miles an hour, although it's only a conveyor belt, so that's alright. It's got a 50 litre capacity, so you're going to need these to go with the auger bins that are coming in this pack. And also we've got the UTX44, an auger as well, 29 grand to buy, 40 horsepower, 3 mile an hour speed, and the flat bottom bin and Neko dryer silo, 220 grand to buy, 5,432,000 litre capacity. Now that reminds me of the silo on Millennial Farmer. Anyway, this pack should be out shortly. Right, so the 2 maps that we got. The first one is Gelderland. This is by Siep, 269.66 megabyte on the download. And this is a Dutch map based on a province called Gelderland. And we'll take a look at that in a separate video, but it does say it's got some required mods that will automatically download for you. So it needs the Placeable Dairy Farm package by DMI 20mm Normandy, the Old Farm package by DMI 20mm Normandy, the Modern Shed by 20mm Normandy and Dutch modding, Old Cow Shed by 20mm Normandy, Cow Shed 3 plus 0 by 20mm Normandy, Dutch Shed Pack by Refarmer and 20mm Normandy, Bunker Silo by 20mm Normandy, Cowshed 3 plus Flea by 20mm Normandy, and Farm Silo Package by 20mm Normandy, and EU Factories again by DMI 20mm Normandy. So I can think there's maybe been a bit of a collaboration on that one. Anyway, we'll take a look at that in a separate video. The second map we've got is Southern Cross Station. This is by Hox23, 116.44 megabyte on the download. And it says, welcome to Southern Cross Station. This is a fictional place based on New South Wales in Australia. Australia map. We'll take a look at that in a separate video. Right, so back to the mods. We've got the Joskin Transspace 7000. This is by ETA Le Machois. I hope I've pronounced that correctly. 4.98 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it under trailers. So it's got a 20,530 litre capacity, 51,398 to buy. You can then change the capacity up to 22. That says 22,010, but it takes it up to 23,450. All right. Then we go up to 26,290. And back. Oh, I've got a side one on that. 25,850. Other side there. Then back to standard. Then you got usual shenanigans with the wheel bands and the tyres. Yeah, that's alright, that is. On a trailer on the go. Very nice. Right, next up is the Joskin Cargo Pack. This is by NicoPix, 17.17 megabyte on the download. You're going to find these on the trailers. So, this is a frame on body situation on the go here. Obviously you got the starting part that you're going to need for all of them is the cargo. So that's going to cost you 27 grand to buy. Usual shenanigans with the wheel bands and the tyres, and then you can change the main colour to any one of those. And the rim colour to match if you want to. I've got with a different blue. There you are, that's better. Oh dear, oh dear. Then to go on the back of that, we've got the Trans Cargo. So this is starting off with 29,000 litre capacity for 35 grand. You can then increase that to 31,000, 33,000, or back to 29. Again, change the main colour to match the bottom frame. And the design colour hasn't really changed much at all. What have you put the top bit on? It's interesting. We put red on, but there's no red there. Alright, fair enough. Then we got the Drakkar Cargo. Slightly bigger on the capacity. So it starts off with 47,000 for £42 to buy. Although, the cover's the extra. There we are. So £42,000 euros or dollars to buy for 47,000 litre capacity. Then that'll go up to 48,500 with the extension. Or back to standard. That's strange. You take the cover off, you then put the extension on and take it off again, and it puts the cover back on. Alright, well, the cover's an option anyway. £5 We change the main colour. Again, we can match the bottom, the dolly, shall we say. And change the side colour to match as well. And then we've got the 30 cargoes. This is going to be for your slurry and your lime. So this has got a 30,000 litre capacity, 20 metre working width, 12. I really need to put my teeth in. 12 mile an hour working speed, 41.5 grand to buy. Obviously, this is going to be a spreader for you. Did I say slurry? That's manure, isn't it? Dear, oh dear. Change the main colour again to match the bottom part. Very nice. And then we've got the last one there, the silo space cargo. So this has got a 43,500 litre capacity. That said 30. Oh no, it's just my eyes. Dear oh dear. 43,500 litre capacity, 36,200 to buy. The options you got there are cover, no or yes. And then the main colour, again, same as before, get it all matching up. And design colour obviously does these side panels. Yeah, that's a nice little pack, that is. Obviously you use the one base frame and then just mount everything else on top of it. Yeah, very nice. Right, next up is Chicken Transport Crate. This is by Mac Trucker 921, 0.89 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it under Animal Transports. So this is going to hold 8 chickens. Cheap enough to buy, 500. Right, so what you need to do, obviously you put it in the back of a pickup truck or low loader, whatever you want to do. You come up to your animal dealer, like we are here. So we'll pull over there. We'll jump out. Click on that. 8 chickens, yes, and yes. Do you want to purchase 8 chickens? Yes. The animals have now been purchased. Okay. Then we'll spin round. They're in the cage. Obviously, with this, you do need to have a chicken pen or coop on your land. Otherwise, they don't tend to go into the cage, mind you. But that's ace. Cage of chickens. Although, does that make them battery chickens if they're in a cage? I don't know. Maybe just me. But that's ace. Then what you do, I'm going to go meet you at the side of the chicken coop. Right, so I'm at the chicken coop. All you've got to do is reverse into the area. Come over to the animal dialog box. You've got the chicken transport crate on the left. Select that. And then you've got X, move to husbandry. Yes. Job done. That's it. Obviously there is no unload option when you're in the vehicle, so you do have to get out and do it, but oh, I like that. Very nice. Right, whilst we're on the subject of moving animals around, we've got the cattle trailer. This is by Dutch Modding Inc. 2.46 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it under Animal Transport. So it's going to cost you £6. This would do 4 pigs, 2 cows and 4 sheep. So the options we got there are warning triangle, yes or no. What's that on the back? Then you got wheel setup, standard, standard 2, narrow tyres, wide tyres or standard. We change the main colour, changes the frame. Rim colour obviously does the rims. Yeah, if you like doing that sort of thing, rather than just have them delivered and paying the fee, you want to go collect them yourself. Ah, that's alright, that is. Right, so next up is the Lizard Short Wood Trailer Pack. This is by HR Forst and Wagenbau, 20.24 megabyte on the download. And you're going to find these under forestry equipment. So we've got the tandem and the tridem. So obviously they're both the same. One's got 2 axles, one's got 3, one's slightly longer. Options are the same on both of them. So the tandem costs you 25 grand. Usual shenanigans with the wheel brands and the tyres. Then you got front gate, yes or no, takes off that protective bit. You then got position 1 on the stanchions, position 2, and then position 1. You can change the stanchion colour to any one of those, and then the rim colour to match. If we come out of that, we go into the tridem. Obviously a little bit longer with a triple axle, so 28 grand to buy a standard. Again, usual shenanigans with the wheel brands and the tyres, although I do like those ones actually. Again, front gate, yes or no. Stanchions, position 1, 2, or back to 1. And then the colour. And then the rim colour to match. Ah, that's alright, that is. I mean, I've got a trailer hitch on the back. Yeah, you should be able to make a bit of a train on the go with that. Oh, very nice. Next up is the Lizard N219-5. This is by Ostre29 and Slycliffe. 7.15 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it under manure spreaders. So this has got a 3,500 litre capacity. Requires 30 horsepower from your tractor. 3 metre working width. Oh, 3 metre. I mean, on a manure spreader as well, 3 metre. That's just ridiculous. 8 mile an hour working speed. 5,200 to buy. 3 metre on a manure spreader. The options you got there are obviously manure spreader. You can also have it as a trailer with a 3,500 litre capacity. You can then have a volume trailer with an 8,200 litre capacity. A bale trailer. A bale trailer that opens at the back. And then back to manure spreader. That's 3 metre manure spreader. Then you've got the options, the body coloured grid, yellow grid, or body colour. Then main colour, we'll go with red. Design colour, we'll go with an orange. And then rim colour, obviously does the rims. I mean, 3 metre on a manure spreader. Dear oh dear. Right, next up is the Lizard Big Turtle Saddle Tanks. This is by Sid Modding, 3.85 megabyte on the download. And you're going to find these under the sprayer category. So it does say on the website that it's compatible with the John Deere 930 series, 920, 860, 9RX 2022 version, Challenger MT900, the 9R from John Deere and the 9RX from 2019. Wow, that's quite a few. So obviously these are going to be extra tanks for your fertiliser spreader or herbicide at that point as well. 3,786 litre on the tank capacity. Shade under 15 grand. Very nice. Right, next up is the Lizard Trailer Pack. This is by Hispano, 52.81 megabyte on the download. You're going to find them, as you can imagine, under trailers. So we have got a few options here. So we've got the GAT23. We'll start off with that. They've all got the same options, all bar the capacity, basically. So 23,000 litres it starts off with, 25.5 grand to buy. You then got the option of extension or standard. So why did it do that? I mean, surely it should come in as the standard of 15,000 litres and then have the extension put on afterwards. But we come in and it's gone straight to extension. It's just random. Usual shenanigans with the wheel brands and the tyres. Then got configuration accessories. No. Balcony. Water tank and drawer. Is that water tank and drawer? So a spin round. Ah, it's there on the side. Balcony and water tank and drawer, or nothing. Then we've got beacon configuration. No. Does that put it on the back? Oh, in the middle of the bumper. Fair enough. Then configuration decals. So yes or no. Then you've got a couple of configurations. So normal hitch pin, low hitch ball, normal hitch pin long, low hitch long ball. That's a mouthful, that is. Then normal hitch pin. You've got rear hitch configuration. So no or yes. Then you've got box colour. Go for any one of those. Chassis colour. Obviously does the chassis. And then colour design is going to do the other parts. You've got rim colour to finish it all up. Let's get something proper. Whoa, that's different. Very different. Right. Now, if we come into the GAT28. So again, this is coming straight with the extension on. What's going on with that? You know, it starts off with 18,000 litre capacity and goes up to 28. But we come straight in. It's gone straight in at 28. Just random. All the other options are the same. And then the GAT36. Now, I'll imagine this is probably going to go in at 36. And you'd be right. What? Why does it do that? That's just random. So you can have it as a 24,000 or you can have it as a 36. Again, we'll try the 45. And that's gone in at 45. It's shocking. So it should start off at 28, but it comes on standard at 45. Then the last one in the pack is 52. I'll imagine this is going to be 52 as soon as we go into it. And it is. Dear oh dear. That should start off at 34,000 and then go up to 52 as an optional extra. It's like it comes with an optional extra. It's like this is the price, but you must pay more to start with. It's just, oh dear, oh dear. That being said, they're nice trailers. I mean, they've all got that pivot axle on the front, which would be horrendous if I was trying to reverse it, mind you, because you know what my reversing situation is. It's proper terrible. But other than that, yeah, very nice. Right, next up is the Cockling All-Rounder Flatline 600. This is by Pomfritz, 11.72 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it under Cultivators. So this requires 250 horsepower from your tractor, 6 meter working width, 11 mile an hour working speed, 51 grand to buy as standard. The options you've got there are configuration, so standard, with mulcher, or standard. You've got usual shenanigans with the wheel brands and the tyres. Change the main body to yellow. That rear mulcher. That doesn't put anything on there from an aesthetic point of view. Just imagine it just changes the game code as it's going over the ground. Alright, fair enough. Right, next up is the Agromaz POH pack. This is by Bodowek Team, 10.47 megabyte on the download. And I'm gonna, oh dear, oh dear. It's 3 in the pack. It's 3 in the pack. That's below 3 meters. It's what going on? What is going on? Right. So we got the POH 5, 2.5 meter, 7 mile an hour working speed. We're going to that one, 14 grand. The options you got there are universal mold boards, slatted mold boards, and you got wheel setup, usual shenanigans on the go with that. So this one's going to require 150 horsepower from your tractor. If 2.5 wasn't bad enough, we then go to the POH 4, which is a 2 meter, 2 meter, 140 horsepower requirement from your tractor, 2 meter. Obviously, usual shenanigans on the go with the options as the previous one. And then just to finish it off, we'll go with the POH 3, which has got one oh 1.5 meter working width. That's I've had bigger sandwiches. I've had bigger sandwiches than that plough. 100 horsepower requirement from your tractor and the same options as the previous two. All 3 of those are tiny. We'll carry on. Right, next up is the Lizard SR7 240. This is by Jim Garcia, 13.9 megabyte on the download. You can find it on the subsoilers. So this requires 280 horsepower from your tractor. Oh no, we got another one. It's another 3 meters. That's like 4 implements in a row. That's like 3 meters or under. Oh dear, oh dear. Right, 8 mile an hour working speed, 10 grand to buy. The options you got there are double roller or combi roller, spiked roller. Oh, that looks ace. Spiked roller. That looks proper mean. That looks like something out of a Gladiator film. Oh. And then angle roller, back to double roller. I do like the look of that, especially that spiked roller. That looks ace. Again, 3 meter though. I mean, really. God, let's have a bigger one. Right, next up is the Service Pickup 2017. This is by IBM Modding Team, 5.8 megabyte on the download. You can find it under cars. So it's got a 300 horsepower engine, 74 mile an hour top speed, 45 grand to buy as standard. Now this is ace. I do like this. It's a great concept on the go. You got configurations. You got default, gooseneck. So it puts it there in the back. Then have pallets. Yes. Liquid tanks. Liquid tanks for water and milk. So you got the first one is liquid fertilizer and herbicide, and then water and milk. Diesel tank, and back to default. That is ace. Oh, I like the idea behind that. Then you got design, standard, LED bar, beacons, LED bar and beacons, then standard. You got wheel setup, so standard, standard 2, or standard. Change the main colour to any one of those. You change the design colour, we'll change the frames on the pallet racks. Then rim colour, obviously does the rims. That looks like something off a Baywatch, actually. Dear, oh dear. Right, so this is all fairly easy, to be fair. So we'll start it up. We'll pull next to that pallet that we've got there, just like so, and you'll get the option there, refill car. Loads it all straight in. Load of solid fertilizer going in the back. And what it does say is that you can load 3 different things in. Yeah, I like that. So we're going to test that out right now. So we can get a pallet of lime. It says we'll be able to do together. So where's the lime pallets? Oh, it's under. Yeah, that's better. So lime. There we go. Right, we'll have one of those. Okay. Oh, it's giving me the refill option as well. That trigger area is quite far out. Look at that. That's ace. Oh, I like that. Alright, well, we're going to try one with seeds then. That's the 3 I can have for this combination. Look at that. I've got lime, solid fertilizer and seeds. That is ace. Oh, I do like that. Very nice. Right, next up is the Pickup Rodeo. This is by Vectorman, 10.53 megabyte on the download. You're going to find this under cars as well. So this has got a 200 horsepower engine, 74 mile an hour top speed. It's 45 grand to buy. The options you've got there are attachments. So you've got standard, bumper, work lights, beacon lights, bumper and work lights, bumper and beacon lights, then standard. You've got interior decorations. You've got standard, lizard statue. Can we zoom in, see that right in the middle there? FS hat, fan, then standard. Obviously you're gonna have to have the lizard statue though, aren't you, really? Then you got wheel set up, so you got standard, lifted, if you want to go off-roading, why not? Then back to standard. Then you got main colour, any one of those. So we'll go, yeah. That's a bit bright, isn't it? And then rim colour. Well, we're gonna have to match them up. That's like a Barbie Dreamhouse pickup truck. Oh, fair enough. Oh, I like that. Very nice. Right, next up is the John Deere XUV 865E and cargo cart. This is by Agrotono, 13.96 megabyte on the download. Obviously, you're going to find the first bit under cars, and then the cargo cart will be under miscellaneous. So if we go into the actual Gator itself, so this has got a 46 horsepower engine, 46 mile an hour top speed. It's got a 460 litre capacity, because obviously it's got that little pickup bit on the back there. 15,399 to buy. You got the options there. Low capacity 460. You can have 0 low capacity. Why would you want to do that? Okay. Design 3's got an open back there. Design 4's got an open sides. Maybe you want to chuck a couple of bales on that one. Design 5 is just a flatbed. Then back to the original low capacity. Wheel brands, usual shenanigans with the wheel brands and the tyres. And you got rims, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What? Rim 1 high, 2 high, 3 high, 4 high, 5 high, 6 high, 7 high, 8. Oh, no, not 8. Back to the first ones. Oh, no Gator on jacked up suspension. That's ace. Then we got bumper, design 1, 2, then back to 1. Then we got side protection. So we've got design 1, straps, complete or 1. That's not really complete though, it's just a bit of net. It's not like it's a hard door though, is it? Alright, we'll carry on. Awnings, this is going to be on the roof. So you've got design 1, so open roof or closed roof. Then you've got camouflage, so standard. Design 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, and you've missed 4. So we'll go back to standard. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then standard. There's no number 4. Alright, so we got attacher standard. Attacher 1 on the front. That puts that little winch there. Then number 2 is round the back. Very nice. Number 1 and 2 is obviously both together. And back to standard. You got main colour. Ooh, shiny chrome. Yes. And obviously design colour is going to change your seats. Rim colour. Oh, let's have a class monster. Oh no, I've got those wrong wheels on, haven't I? Right, so let's go change those up again. There you are. That's better. We can go change the rims now. Put it man beige. Why not? Oh, that's very nice. Right, so we'll come out of that and we'll go into the cargo cart. Obviously, this is just like a flatbed sort of trailer for you to be getting on with. So 1,550 to buy. The options you got there are wheel setup, rim 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then back to 1. Obviously matches up with the other vehicle. Then main colour. Chrome. Obviously. And then rim colour. Oh, we'll do chrome again. Yes. Oh, I like that. That's a nice little pack. Right, next up is the Fendt Favorite 500C pack. This is by Gaming, 25.94 megabyte on the download. You're going to find the tractor under small tractors and then the front loader under front loaders, as you can well imagine. So we'll go into the tractor first. So, when it loads, there you are. Starts off with a 115 horsepower engine, 31 mile an hour top speed, 76 grand to buy. The options you got there under configuration are standard, 42 kilo front weight, 168 kilo, 336, 3-point, or back to standard. Usual shenanigans with the wheel brands and the tyres. Then we got beacon lights, standard, left, right, both, then standard again. You can have a bit of carpet inside, so standard, with carpet, or without. Warning signs, with warning signs, or without. Decals, standard. Dealer label, puts that just on the bonnet there. Diesel rust sign. Where's that? Oh, puts that. No, that's dealer label. Diesel rust sign. Where's it? Oh, it's there towards the back of the bonnet. Is that one on both sides? Yes. Right, got you. Both. And then nothing. So front loader attacher, no. Fendt, quickie, Howard, or no. So obviously that Fendt one's going to hook up to the Fendt front loader. Then you got engine setup. So 115 to start. 115. So it starts off with a 115 50 kilometer top speed and a 40 kilometer per hour top speed. 125 with a 50 kilometer top speed. 125 with a 40 kilometer. 140 with a 50. 140 with a 40. 150 with a 50. 150 with a 40. And then back to 115. Why would you want a lower top speed? That's just random. And again, like some of the ones that I have come out with, a Saria Pro Compact option is there. Oh, I like that. Yeah. Nice old school looking tractor. Then we come out of that and we'll go into the front loader. No options. It comes as it is. 7,200 goes on the Fendt Favorite 500. Ah, that's alright, that is. Right, so next up we got the Massey Ferguson Small Classics. This is by Peter J, 29.39 megabyte on the download, and it's old school. Very nice. So first off, we got the Massey Ferguson 100 3-cylinder series. So if we go into that, so it's got a 38 horsepower engine, 21 mile an hour top speed, 7,850 to buy. The options you got there are standard, front guard, front weights frame, 200 kilo front weight, then standard, usual shenanigans with the wheel brands and the tyres. Then you got version, shell type fenders, ROPS, rollover, protection, yeah, I don't know what that stands for, flat top fenders, cab, shell type fenders, again, back to the beginning. So you've got headlights, standard, side headlights, or standard, exhaust, horizontal. Where's the exhaust actually? Oh, it's like a car. Or vertical. You got front loader attacher, no. Lizard, or no. This is going to be to hook up to the other ones in this pack. Engine set up to 38 horsepower standard. 30, still 38. 45. And 45 multi-power. Doesn't change anything but adds extra price. What a rip-off. Then we've got 49 horsepower and then a price jump just for a special badge, I'd imagine, and then back to 38. That's random. Right, so we go into the 200 3-cylinder series. So options on there: standard, front guard, 216 kilo front weight, then standard, usual shenanigans with the wheel brands and tyres again. Versions, shell type fenders, ROPS, that I don't know what that stands for, canopy, flat top fenders, safety frame, cab, shell type fenders, and exhaust horizontal or vertical again. Beacon configurations, no or yes. And attachers, standard, linkage drawbar, so it's going to be on the back, or standard. Front loader attacher, no. Massey Ferguson, or no. An engine set up to 38 horsepower, 47, 49, 57, and back to 38. At least that hasn't got the extra badges to charge you more for. Dear oh dear. Then we go on to the 240 versions. So what you've got here is a 47 horsepower engine, 21 mile an hour top speed, 11 grand. We've got configurations, narrow, orchard. That looks a bit futuristic with those over the wheel fenders. High clearance, 240S, 4-wheel drive, silver edition, and then back to narrow. On the narrow, you got options of standard, front weight frame, front guard, 216 kilo or standard, and attachers, standard, linkage drawbar or standard. So we go into the orchard one, same options as the previous one. High clearance, optional, standard, front weights, front guard, same as before. Exhaust, horizontal or vertical. Beacon configuration, no or yes. Then attachers, linkage drawbar and standard. And then if you go into the 240S, we've got forward, no, there you are, shell type fenders, rollover protection shenanigans. That's better, that's what it stands for. I don't know really. Canopy, flat top fenders, safety frame, cab, shell type fenders, front weight, standard, front weight frame, front guard, then back to front weight, exhaust horizontal or vertical, beacon, yes or no, attachers, standard or drawbar, front loader, no or Massey Ferguson. Then if we go back up to the top for the 4-wheel drive, again, usual things with that. Front weights is the same as the previous ones. Beacon configuration, yes or no. Linkage drawbar, standard or no. Front loader, Massey Ferguson. Doesn't that just add different... Okay, and got silver edition. It comes with a canopy on already, and you can change that if you want to. Front weight with a frame, same as the other ones. Exhaust horizontal or vertical. Beacon lights, yes or no. Linkage drawbar, yes or no. Massey Ferguson front attacher. It just added options, isn't it? Isn't it like just a specification change of what you can have on all the others? Alright, fair enough. Then we come out of that, we got the systematic short. This is your front loader. Obviously, hook that up to the front. Then got the systematic longer version. You can change the colour from red or black. You then got the Massey Ferguson 875. Got design 1, 2, or 1. And then you got the weight box, 850 kilo. That's saying that. It says it can take 850 kilo. Interesting. Obviously mounts to the 3-point. That's an alright pack, that is. Obviously old school. Get that into your role play. Right, next up is the John Deere 40 series. This is by Black Sheep Modding, 18.96 megabyte on the download. You're going to find these under medium tractors. So we've got the 40 series and then the 40 series 2-wheel drive. Both the same price. Why would you go for the 2-wheel drive? Just my opinion. Anyway, so this starts off with a 112 horsepower engine, 19 mile an hour top speed, 55 grand to buy. The options you got there are configuration standard, 560 kilo front weight, 760, 1010, front 3-point hitch, and back to standard. Usual shenanigans with the wheel brands and the tyres. Well, let's put that blue frame on for the trailer bug. Standard EU. Rear twin wheels EU. Standard US. Rear twin. And standard. Wide tyres. Rear twin. Twin wheels. Where was that blue frame? Narrow twin wheels all round. Fair enough. Wheel weights. Standard EU. Alright, puts that blue frame on. You got design configuration EU, EU2, EU3, EU4, US 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and back to EU1. Got beacons, model 1. Where is the beacons actually? Model. Spin around the side. I'll put some on the back. There you are. Model 2, 3, 4, 5. Model 6 and warning. Then back to model 1. And then this is going to be a good one. Forestry, no. Look at the state of that. Oh, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Front loader attacher, no. John Deere, Howard, or no. And then you've got engine set up to 112, 124, 146, then back to 112. That looks ace with all that framework on. Then if we go into the 40 series 2-wheel drive, all the same options as before, obviously without the 4-wheel drive. Yeah. So right then, Perra. I mean, that framework on that back wheel for the EU1 or standard EU wheel setup is a bit random. That being said, very nice. Next up is the John Deere 9RX 2022 series. This is by Sid Modding, 30.41 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it under large tractors. So it's got a 484 horsepower engine, 24 mile an hour top speed, 478.5 grand of your hard-earned cash to buy. The options you've got there are design EU, US, Aussie or EU, front weight standard, rock box, 100 kilo, 200, 700, 1200 or back to standard. Steel rope, no. Oh, I'll put that on the front. Is that like for towing? Very nice. CB radio, no or yes. And numbers, if you've got a fleet of these, you can put all different numbers down the side, all the way up to 22. Who's going to have 22 9RXs? Then we've got engine set up to 484, 539, 594, 649, 691, then back to 484. Track setup standard, wide, road tracks 3 meter, road tracks 3 meter, or back to standard. That's alright. I mean, 22 of them on the go if you really want to get all the numbers used. Fair enough. Right, next up is the Big Bud 74716 valve. This is by Hispano, 29.78 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it under large tractors. So it's got 1,100 horsepower. Tidy. 27 mile an hour top speed, 406.5 grand to buy. The options you got there are rim contour colour, no, or yes. You got tinted windows, no, 25%, 50%, 100%. If it's 100%, that means you're not going to be able to see out. Alright, we'll carry on. Logo settings, originals, whites, blacks, or originals. You got configuration, decorative stripes, originals, white, blacks, or none. Additional work lights, no. Front and rear, or no. Beacon lights, no. Left and right, or no. Beacon lights model, we best put those back on, haven't we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different versions of beacon. Wiper wash, no, or yes. Fair enough. Engine setup, so it starts off at 1100 horsepower. That just changes, I see, it changes the top speed. Kilometers an hour, 32, 45, or 32. Fair enough. Then you got wheel setup, standard, twin wheels, triple wheels, wide tyres, double, they look ace, double wides. Yeah. And then back to standard, we're going to leave those double wides on. Then we've got engine grille colour. Gold chrome, yes. Main colour. I'm thinking of something here. I'm thinking, yeah, if we go black, yes. Then rim colour, if we go, yeah, then we'll go railings colour, gold chrome as well. We go exhaust colour, we'll go chrome. Rim colour, go gold chrome as well. Oh, look at that. That is a thing of beauty, that is. Brilliant. Right, next up is the Caffini Drift Stopper Evo. This is by Pepe978, 23.88 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under sprayers. So it's got a 2,000 litre capacity, 4 metre working width, 7 mile an hour working speed, 62,800 to buy. The options you got there are usual shenanigans for the wheel brands and the tyres, but this is ace. So if we come out of that, got some vines set up. So what you want to do is start your tractor up. Oh, I've just turned it off, haven't I? Dear, oh dear. You start your tractor up, obviously get to where you want to go. You do L, B and A. That opens up like that. That's brilliant. And this tractor too wide to go through these vines. Oh, that's tight. So we'll turn it on. It's like a car wash for your vines. Oh, that is ace. Oh, that's brilliant. Look at that. Just spraying it from the sides. I do think this tractor is a little bit too big to go down this strip. But still, it's doing it alright. It's giving the grapes a nice car wash. Very nice. Right, and our last mod for the day is the TLX 3500 series by 82 Studio, 85.14 megabyte on the download. And you're going to find it in a few various different sections. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to have a quick flick through because there is a lot to this. So I'm going to do a separate video on it. So basically what we've got, it's got two cabs. You got the 7.3 litre sounding cab. Fair enough. We've got the 6.2 litre V8 sounding cab. Fair enough. We then got a pickup truck back. as you're all used to. We then got a flatbed back, fair enough. We then got a 3500 tipper. We've also got the 3500 prospector tipper. We then got the 3500 Abbey Tanker XL. We've also got the Kuhn Feed It by Kuhn back for it. And that's it. So this, again, 82 Studios do some brilliant things with their work. Really do. I think it's ace. So this is why we're going to do a separate video on it. But that's all the different parts that you can download. Well, you download it all at once, but that's different parts you can get in the pack. So we're going to take a look at that in a separate video just to really do it justice. So that's it for your mods today. Drop it in the comments below. Which one's your favourite out of the two videos? I love this TLX. I mean, look at the one that we've created here. That is brilliant. We'll see what people are thinking. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. It's muchly appreciated. But that's it for me, and I'll see you in the next one.